All right, everyone, welcome. If you're looking to really nail one of the most fundamental skills in advanced endoscopy, then you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're going to break down step by step how to trace the common bile duct, the CBD, starting from the liver hilum and taking it all the way down to the duodenum. Just think of this as our flight plan for the procedure. So, the big question is, are you ready to take a procedure that can feel a little tricky and turn it into something you can do with absolute confidence every single time? My goal here is to give you a clear, actionable guide that you can run through in your head and then take with you into your very next case. Let's get started.
Okay, so before we take off, we've got to understand the map. This whole trace happens between two key viewpoints. You've got the liver window, which is our starting point up in the fundus, and then you have the pancreatic window, which is our destination down near the pancreatic head. Today, we're all about that top-down approach, starting our trace right from the liver.
Section 1, the starting point. And let me tell you, a successful trace is all about getting your orientation right from the very beginning. If you can nail this part, the rest of the procedure just gets so much easier. First things first, positioning. You're going to advance the scope down to the OG junction, which is usually right around that 40-centimeter mark. Your first job is simple. Find the left lobe of the liver. That's your first big landmark, and it confirms you've got your initial views set up perfectly.
So once you have the liver in your sights, the key move here is a really gentle, controlled clockwise rotation. Now, this isn't just some random turn. You are actively following those tiny little branches, the radicals of the left hepatic duct. I want you to think of them like little streams that are going to lead you to the main river, which is the liver hilum. This rotation is what anatomically lines you up with the ductal system.
And here's how you know you've arrived. This is your confirmation. You'll see this classic anatomical trio right there in the hepatoduodenal ligament. The portal vein, that's your anchor. It's the deepest, most posterior structure. Then, just in front of it, you'll see the bile duct and the hepatic artery. When you can clearly identify these three, you know you are perfectly positioned at the hilum to start the trace.
All right, let's move on to section 2. This right here is the heart of the procedure. It's the core maneuver that's going to take you from the hilum all the way down towards the pancreas.
Now listen, this is absolutely crucial. These three movements, pushing in, rotating clockwise, and torquing that knob up, are not step 1, step 2, step 3. No, you have to perform them as a single, smooth, combined maneuver. It's like a coordinated dance move that lets the scope slide perfectly along the lesser curve of the stomach, all while keeping that CBD right in your line of sight. And the result of that maneuver is what we call a controlled blind slide. Now, I know the word blind might sound a little scary, but it's totally expected to momentarily lose that perfect image. You have to trust the maneuver. This action is what physically moves your scope from the fundus down to the body, and it's what transitions you from that liver window right into the pancreatic window, where the rest of the duct is waiting for you. Okay, so now that we know how to get there, let's talk about the scenery. Section 3 is all about the key anatomical landmarks you should expect to see during a successful trace. You know, knowing what to look for is everybody's important as knowing how to move the scope.
And this is one of the most satisfying sights you can get in this procedure. It's called the stack sign. When you arrive in that pancreatic window, you'll often see these three structures all lined up. It's beautiful, and it's the perfect confirmation of your position. Seeing this vascular stack tells you without a doubt that you're looking at the distal CBD right where it should be.
As you're tracing down, you're literally guiding the scope along the CBD as it passes through 4 different neighborhoods. You start in that supraduodenal segment where it's sitting in front of the portal vein. Then it dives behind the duodenum in the retroduodenal segment, passes right through the head of the pancreas in the retropancreatic segment, and finally it enters the duodenum to meet up with the pancreatic duct. That's the anatomical road trip you're taking. Let's wrap this all up with Section 4 pro tips. These are those little adjustments, the techniques, that really separate a good trace from a great one and ensure you're consistent, safe, and efficient. So here are 3 things to always keep in mind. First, use your color Doppler. It's your best friend here. It's the fastest way to confirm you're looking at the bile duct, which has 0 flow and not a vessel. Second, try to keep your scope as straight as possible in the esophagus. Why? Because it prevents looping and it makes sure that when you rotate the handle, that exact same rotation happens at the tip. No surprises. And finally, you have to practice that rotation. It is your primary steering wheel. And hey, don't just take my word for it. The literature is crystal clear on this. This quote really says it all. Scope rotation is the most important key to linear imaging of the CBD. Mastering that skill, it's just non-negotiable. It's what allows you to dynamically steer and follow the duct wherever it goes.
So as we finish up, I want to leave you with a question to think about. On your very next procedure, what is going to be your number one most deliberate focus point? Is it going to be getting that perfect view at the hilum, or maybe executing that smooth three-part tracing maneuver? I guarantee adopting this kind of structured approach is going to build your confidence and your success rate.